Manchester United star Shinji Kagawa's quotes are lost in translation. Vertical line football. Vertical line TheGuardian.com. Turn autoplay off. Turn autoplay on. Please activate cookies in order to turn autoplay off. Jump to content S. Jump to comments C. Jump to site navigation 0. Jump to search for. Terms and conditions 8. Edition, UK US O. Your activity. Email subscriptions. Account details. Linked services. Profile mobile. About us. About us. Contact us. Press office. Guardian Print Center. Guardian Readers Editor. Observer Readers Editor. Terms of Service. Privacy Policy. Advertising Guide. Digital Archive. Digital Edition. Guardian Weekly. By Guardian and Observer Photos. Today's paper. Main section. G2 features. Comment and debate. Editorials, letters and corrections. Obituaries. Other lives. Sport. Film and music. Subscribe. Subscribe. GSC Control CSD width. 25 rem exclamation point important. Padding. 0. Float. Right. Input. GSC search button background color. Number sign PDDDD. Border color. Number sign PDDDD. Input. GSC search button hover background color. Number 999. Border color. Number 999. News. Sport. Comment. Culture. Business. Money. Life and style. Travel. Environment. Tech. TV. Video. Dating. Offers. Jobs. Sport. Football. Manchester United. Next. Previous. Blog home. Manchester United star Shinji Kagawa's quotes are lost in translation. Japanese midfielder's supposed criticism of Manchester United's David Moyes was born of mistranslation and misinterpretation. Share. Tweet this. Email. Manchester United's Shinji Kagawa made the supposed critical quotes of David Moyes after Japan's 3-1 win over Ghana. Photograph. Shizuo Kobayashi/AP. There has been amusement in Japan over the past day or so concerning the widespread stories in the British sporting media over comments allegedly made by Shinji Kagawa in which he appears critical of David Moyes, his manager at Manchester United. The fallout has puzzled Japanese observers not only because the 24-year-old's reported bluntness seems out of character but also because the more damning quotes did not appear in a single domestic media source. Those of us in the mixed zone in Yokohama after Japan's 3-1 friendly win over Ghana on Tuesday, where Kagawa spent 5 minutes or so speaking in his native tongue to a packed mob copyright of journalists before leaving, were moved to trawl back through audio files and transcripts to see what it was we had missed. As usual, any individual interview requests had been rebuffed, so we all had the same quotes and there was no sense at the time that his manner had been anything other than politely bland and uncontroversial. So, to paraphrase Glenn Hoddle, did Kagawa actually say them things? No, he did not. Well, yes, perhaps he did sort of but not really. The reason that infamous line by Eros "Please ask David Moyes why I'm not in the side" by Eros never appeared in the Japanese press was not down to any sort of cover-up but simply because Kagawa had politely dismissed the associated question and thus offered nothing that most journalists present considered worth transcribing. Faced with a potentially loaded question about why the new man in charge at Old Trafford was not picking him, the midfielder Eros, who rarely appears to enjoy his media engagements but is skilled enough to deal almost purely in textbook copyright Eros understandably opted to avoid putting words into anyone else's mouth. The more correctly nuanced translation of his throwaway response would be thus: you would have to ask David Moyes. The problem when the quotes reached the United Kingdom was with the interpretation of the word please. Please ask David Moyes is undoubtedly a pretty accurate, literal translation, but, when taken in isolation, there is leeway within the English to see this as a plea or cry for help. For God's sake, please, my loyal friends in the press, go all the way to Manchester for me. And ask that horrible new Scotsman why he does not love me so. Such a nuance is not present in the Japanese word kudasai, which in this instance serves to soften Kagawa's response so as to come across more politely to his questioner when declining actually to answer. Not unlike the please in 2 pints of Guinness, please, it adds no